Welcome to my channel. I'm Dani Marie AUC, and today we're going to talk about the many ways in which the blind and visually impaired communities can enjoy watching TV. Let's do it. If you guys would like to support my channel, you can do so by liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, or any or all of the above. It is a weird misconception that blind and visually impaired people cannot enjoy TV and movies. Because we certainly can. Just like in my recent video about reading mediums for the blind and visually impaired, I will link that above and below in the description as usual. There are many ways that we can enjoy TV and movies as well. Maybe not just like you, those of you with working eyes, but we can have just as much fun watching and listening to it. So don't forget to pass this one around. Let's raise some awareness because everyone gets asked the same questions over and over again in the blind and visually impaired community. Let's just put it all out there. Firstly, you can get quite a lot of information from a TV show or movie by simply listening. Many of us have spent our entire lives learning how to listen properly. That means we pick up on things like obscure sounds and vocal tone and pitch and can recognize actors by just their voice more often than some people who, rely more on their eyes. Now, that doesn't mean that things don't get confusing when there is a lot going on, say text messages on screen or subtitles in different languages, or just tons of action. Because for me, even with the usable vision I have, I can get lost in some TV shows and movies, especially, again, when there are quick action scenes, lots and lots of different characters that are confusing, characters that look and sound similar, flashing lights and scenes lit by strobe that's very dramatic, scenes that go from light to dark rapidly, and things like text messages and subtitles. All of these things can make trying to listen and use my vision to watch TV shows and movies challenging. Now, because I am legally blind, I do tend to sit very close to the TV. This is huge for those of us who do have some usable vision and rely on it. Now, especially for those in the albinism community, this is a question that comes up so often. What do I do for my kid? How do I make them comfortable while they watch TV? Is sitting too close going to ruin your eyesight? Well, one, let me answer that last one. No, sitting too close is not going to ruin your eyesight. And two, we're already there. Okay, we're already there. But being able to sit comfortably close to the TV is, it's so silly because TV is, it's one of those things. It's entertainment, it's luxury, it's extra. It's something that most people do every single day. And so we just want to be able to do that in a way that is comfortable and enjoyable for us. So for me, that means having a TV at table height where I can get right up to it. And usually this works best if you're sitting at a table or a desk, because then I can scoop my chair up under the table or the desk and I can sit right in front of the TV. And if there are subtitles for me to read, or if there's something I want to get a little closer look at, I can do that. Now, I can sit on a couch and watch a big screen TV in my living room from about 5 or 6 feet away, and I'm like, it's okay. I can generally make out the shapes of people and cars, and like, these two are fighting. I don't know which person is which, but these two are fighting, But, there's just a lot to be missed. But even having said all of this and all of the challenges that can arise, so many of us still very much enjoy TV and movies. I love movies. I love TV shows. I watch probably way too much. So never think that that is something that you can no longer do if you lose your vision, or that, oh, this person's blind, they must not watch any TV. It's just not realistic. Now, this is where things get interesting, and this is where things get exciting. Okay, because just like the deaf and hard of hearing community has closed captioning, the blind and visually impaired community has something called audio description. Now, audio description is essentially an extra track that goes along with the movie or TV show, and it describes some of the more visual things that are going on in a scene. And it'll say things like Jeremy walks toward the door, or Andrew grimaces, like it'll give you facial expressions, it'll give you people and their names, it'll give you who's fighting who and who just kicked who off of a ledge, or who stabbed who with a lightsaber. It tells you all these details that are sometimes impossible to follow while watching with the poor vision that I and others have. And it is a game changer, truly. I actually embarrassingly enough, just like audiobooks, I did not know very much about audio description until last year, because it just wasn't as widely available. It just wasn't as widely a thing that just the general public knew, because I wasn't very immersed in the blind and visually impaired community until recently, and it has been life-changing, as I have said in many videos. But if you guys aren't there, if you don't have a community, please find one. Okay, my PSA is done. Audio description, just like audiobooks, can vary so widely. Just like audiobooks, you can have a poor narrator, or a poorly written script, or a script that's not described well enough, or you can have poor audio engineering and audio ducking that just doesn't make sense, or it's choppy, or really, really detracts from the movie. Now, even in high action, fast-paced movies, listening with audio description is usually not a distraction, not when it's done well. Now, for someone whose, eyes may work properly, it might be a little distracting to you because you don't need all that extra information. But a well-done audio description track allows us to enjoy the audio cues that are already built into the movie, the sound effects, the score, because the music score is a big part of the movie or TV show most of the time, along with the extra audio cues that we need. And I don't know enough about audio engineering to really say how challenging it is to go through and add audio descriptions and ducking the audio at the right moments and in the right way. That's not my area. But I know that some people definitely do a better job than others. So that's just something to keep in mind when you start venturing into the world of audio description. Now, audio description is not as commonplace as closed captioning, nowhere near it, but we are making progress. Literally this month we are making progress, and I'm so excited. Some streaming services are doing an amazing job in adding audio description. I'm looking at Netflix and I'm looking at Disney Plus, because these two are on the ball, okay? Netflix is coming out with all kinds of series, it's left and right, TV shows, movies, and almost all of them have audio description. And they've made sure to get audio description into so many of the other shows that are now on there, even older shows. And I cannot express how happy it makes me to see that, hey, this show looks really interesting. Let me see if it has audio description, because that's just going to give me that bit of extra information and context for things that I might have missed. And it just makes me so happy when I see that a show has it. Now, Disney, as you know, owns all of Disney's content, as well as the Marvel and Star Wars universe content. And they have done so much work with audio descriptions. All the Star Wars and all the Marvel movies, and so much of Disney's content has audio descriptions. And again, I cannot express the joy I felt when I went back and rewatched the entire Star Wars movie franchise with audio descriptions, because I learned that I missed so many little details, and it was just such a joy to get to re-experience that and to really experience it in a new way. And the same goes for Marvel, because I am a huge Marvel fan. All the new Marvel series that have come out, and the Star Wars series that have come out and will come out in the future, will have audio description. And I'm very excited. Now, some streaming platforms have been a little more slow to adopt audio description. I'm looking at you, Hulu and HBO Max. I don't know what Hulu's doing. I'm going to be real honest. I know Disney owns them now, but I'm not sure what's going on over there. But where we really need audio description is HBO Max, because HBO has all the intricate, well-written, action-packed, drama-filled TV shows and movies. And without audio description, it can be such a challenge to watch these and really follow what's going on. Because I'm just sitting there with a million questions, like, who just killed who? Like, who died? Did they die? Did their eyes close? Did they stop breathing? I don't know, you know? And just to have that with all of their huge budget creations would be wonderful. But there is hope. Warner Media Direct, the company that owns HBO Max, has reached a settlement with the American Council of the Blind and other groups that says they will be adding audio description to their content. Actually, March, the month that we just left, was their deadline to start this process. As of this March 2021, they were supposed to have 1,500 hours of audio descriptions added in. They're supposed to have over 6,000 hours added by 2023. And more importantly, by September 2021, all of their platforms, including their TV, their internet, their mobile platforms, are supposed to be screen reader accessible. That's by September of this year, 2021. And we're so excited to see how that goes. Now, we are in the beginning of April 2021 when this video comes out, and they have added a section into HBO Max, I did check this on my browser, called audio description. And they have all of their shows and movies that are audio described there. Some of their bigger titles that are audio described include Axios, The Alienist, Big Little Lies, Big Love, Chernobyl, The Flight Attendant, His Dark Materials, The Newsroom, True Blood, Watchmen, and more. There were more that I had kind of heard of and some that I really hadn't, but some of those titles mixed in there are bigger titles. Some of them are newer, like Lovecraft Country and His Dark Materials, which recently had a new season release. And some of them are older shows, like True Blood, and Axios has been out for a while. This is so exciting that this process is starting. And I, even a while back, tweeted about the challenges of watching some of HBO's amazing shows, and that I so wish they had audio description. And you know, after this move, after they made the move and added audio description, they actually retweeted me and my little old Twitter account, and let me know that audio description had been added to some of their titles. And I was very excited. This whole video is just about how excited I have been through this whole process, so I'll take it. Anything I can get excited about makes me happy. As I dive deeper into this topic, I would like to cover this more, because this is huge. This is huge in accessibility, because, I mean, there are so many people out there who just probably wouldn't invest in HBO Max, which is one of the more expensive streaming platforms, because their content just wasn't accessible. And I'm happy to support them if they're actually working on this and they're making this happen. I mean, I will support you and I will tell other people, because HBO makes good content. I mean, whatever it is you're into, they probably have something for you. But we'll see. Can they keep up this pace? Will they have some of their bigger shows like Game of Thrones and Westworld audio described soon? I hope so. I'd love to rewatch those with audio description. But I digress. So many shows and movies still don't have audio description, and even DVDs and Blu-rays don't always include audio description tracks. There is certainly a way you can get these tracks and download them if they've been made for a movie or TV show. That involves a little, a little tech savvy, a little know-how. But hopefully one day we will have no need for that. Now, there is also an app called Spectrum Access. It is currently only available for iOS, but they are making an Android app. This app essentially lets you search for an audio description track with a movie or TV show you may be watching on your TV, and sync their audio description track with the movie or TV show you were currently watching. So you could put an earbud in and have the TV show playing on your TV and have the audio track right in your ear. Now, this is wonderful, especially for those who watch with family members, or maybe eventually when we start getting together with friends to watch movies and TV shows. This is wonderful because you, as a blind or visually impaired person, you can enjoy the movie in the way that you need to enjoy it, while all your friends and family enjoy it in the way that they're used to enjoying it. It's the best of both worlds, for sure. Now, I will be covering that app in detail in a video in the future for my new blind tech series, so keep an eye and an ear out for that. Until then, enjoy the media you love on your terms, and drop some of your favorite TV shows and movies below in the comments. I love reading them. I will try and drop some of the ones I'm currently watching below, and until next time, bye.